everybody, welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Before I start this video, I just want to say my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone, including the Northern New York Regional Police Department, for what happened Wednesday afternoon / Wednesday evening. I just want to say my thoughts and prayers go out to the families and friends and all the loved ones of what happened on Wednesday out in Spring Grove, Pennsylvania, which is not too far from where I live currently with my parents. So once again, I would like to say my thoughts and prayers to the 3 officers, to their family, friends, and loved ones, and to the Northern New York Regional Police Department. Thank you. 3 honks. Good morning and good afternoon and good evening, wherever you guys are watching from, as I hope you all are having a good week, and I hope you guys are going to have a wonderful weekend, as today is Friday, September 19th, 2025. As many of you have known, there's some things I do talk about, there's some things I will not talk about, there's some things I will not bring to this channel, and there's some things I will not talk on this channel. The hell? Oh. Oops. Sorry. I don't know who that was, but I do apologize. With that being said, I'm going to be leaving that at that. And for everyone that has asked me about the Jimmy Kimmel stuff and everything else, I'm keeping that off the channel. So, with that being said, we do have quite a few things to talk about. We are once again back on American Truck Simulator. We are back on the career profile, and we're back once again back in the beautiful Peterbilt 379. And once again, if you guys have not noticed, we have hauling the Rogers Lowboy once again from Pizzster's modding. We can't get away from this Lowboy. I don't think we can. Once again, we have a nice, somewhat long haul, I guess you can say, decent run for us. I think there's only going to be a 2-part video or 2-part trip. So we'll see what happens. But we are hauling a Sandvik TH540, weighing in at 76,500 pounds. We're going to Dalhart, Texas, Tyson Foods. They're expecting us Thursday 3:48 p.m. to Thursday 10:28 p.m. Job income is $68,915. Job remains is 52 hours and 6 minutes. Next rest stop is in 12 hours and 33 minutes. Our current trip distance, there we go. 1,036 miles is our trip distance remaining, and our remaining time is 17 hours and 50 minutes. So, I have a destination of where I want to stop. I think we can get there as long as Arizona and this part of California is nice to us, which so far has been. Wrong button. So, we do have quite a few things to talk about. Number one, ATS 1.56, and now Euro Truck 1.56 is now officially, both games. I don't understand this. I don't understand this. Each profile I've come through here, they all do this. Like, I understand our speed limit is 35 miles an hour for trucks, but, like, seriously, cars, you guys can go way faster. I'm sorry, like, sorry for venting. That's like my little pet peeve. That's like my pet peeve for all highways, especially here in Pennsylvania. Like we have a construction zone, right? Either Interstate 81 or Interstate 83, 78, 80, any of them, major ones, including the turnpike. They knock the speed limit down like 10 miles, maybe 5 miles an hour, depending on what they're doing, right? The construction crews are doing, right? But yet, we still get people, like, I could just talk about that all day. Like, they'll slow it down to like, I don't know, 55, 60, 65 if you're on the turnpike. And yet, you still get people who decide, oh, hey, I'm just gonna go 45. Or, hey, I'm just gonna go where I fucking feel like it. I do apologize for the language. I am working on not cursing for these videos, so I do apologize. So, but anyway, ATS got updated to 1.56, and then ETSU follows suit. So, yeah. So, a couple of the mods are not compatible right now with 1.56. Even though the game did update, it did ask me what city did I want to be in. Well, San Diego, of course. So, reason why we left there, I told you guys we were going to leave there anyway. So, I said, you know what, screw it. We're just going to pick San Diego instead of going out to Phoenix. So if you guys are wondering, yes, Pizzster stuff and Ruta stuff is working fine. I've had zero problems with any mod other than a couple of other ones, but they should be updated shortly. I would imagine. I mean, I know a few of the modders, you know, they do update their stuff. Including a couple of the ones that I have mods through, they do update really quickly, which, let's be honest here, let's give the modders time, space, and everything. I mean, I do appreciate everything you guys have done. I do appreciate all the mods, all the work, and all the quality of these mods. Like, seriously, hands down. I still think to this day that the modders do not get the appraisal that they deserve for what they do, or for what they deal with on a daily basis with certain people. I can only just imagine. So, I know I was one of them, but slowly, as I got into more and more mods, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. You know, we give them their time, their space. We don't bug them. We don't irritate them. We don't piss them off. You know. So. So yeah. Sorry if I'm like, I just feel like I'm rushing. I'm rushing to get YouTube done for you guys. I feel like I'm rushing. I don't know why. Like, I can't explain it. So, but we do have a few other things to talk about. I did get asked a couple questions. I'm gonna get to the questions first, and then I'll get to the main topics, or not really main topics, but topics in general of what I talk about. So the first question is, we've been seeing videos of Louisiana. We've been hearing them reporting of the next couple states. Which state should they also update that we already have? So I guess what you're trying to ask is like what they did with the California update, like what's the next state they should update. My personal opinion, and I know everyone's different about this, my personal opinion is Nevada. Oh, actually, there's actually two of them, and that involves the state we're in right now and another state. And those two states are Nevada and Arizona. I feel like Arizona could use a little bit of a revamp. I feel like Nevada could use a revamp, maybe add more roads or more cities or something in Nevada. I don't know what, like, someone said have a more diversity of loads, you know? You know, I don't know, like, me personally, I would rather see Nevada, because it looks like there's so much room you can expand a little bit more, if you're following me. And then maybe Arizona, or maybe Arizona, then Nevada, I don't know. Like, to me personally, Oregon and Washington, they're fine all by themselves. They are absolutely fine. Down here where we're at, I would say they could use a little bit of a revamp, you know, more cities, maybe more roads, you know, I don't know. Maybe more companies to deliver through, I don't know, like, you can start thinking, like, you know what I mean? Second question, excuse me for one moment. There it is. Oh, there it is. Second question I gotta ask. Now, this is a funny question. I'm gonna give you props for a question. If you had to think of 3 ideas to get SES to add to the game, what would your 3 ideas be? Also, what is the biggest pet peeve that you think SES should really work on and fix? Okay, first of all, the biggest pet peeve I have, and I think a couple of you probably already know this, the biggest pet peeve I actually have is when we're at a red light, or we're in a lane that you can turn right on. Okay, the light's red, there's no sign that says turn right on red. No turn right on red. Okay, the AI doesn't go. But the minute that thing turns green, the AI goes and stops halfway. No one does that over here. I mean, over here, like, no one that drives a tractor trailer, semi-truck, you name it, no one does that. Unless they're really scared that they're going to hit someone on the other side of the road. That's the only reason why. Okay? So I just want to put that out there. The 3 ideas that I would propose to SES software. So, I've actually talked to a really good friend of mine about this. I think this would be pretty cool since I'm a racing guy. I'm into NASCAR, I'm into dirt track racing. You know, I've been in that all my life. Wouldn't it be cool to deliver to racetracks? Like, there's already a couple big racetracks where in California and Arizona, up in Washington, Oregon. You know, wouldn't it be cool to deliver to racetracks? That would be one. The second one idea, why not go back to where it used to be with 18 wheels of steel, any of them, and bring back the trucks that made the game. You know, instead of what they were, Peterbilt 379, for example, or Kenworth W900 with a long sleeper. You know what I mean? You know, that would be pretty cool. Number 3, I've probably said this one to multiple people. Actually, and it is something that I do deal with over here, especially driving a tractor trailer in real life. That is, if you blow by the scales, there's a cop or DOT right there in his car or pickup truck, and he's getting ready to pull you over. And you have to sit on the side of the highway, and he's going to do an inspection on you. Instead of doing it at the scale, your dumbass decided to run, boom, or sit on the side of the highway, you're getting ready to be inspected. Have fun. You know what I mean? So, but that's about it. That's actually about it. I know, they're crazy, they're dumb, they're stupid, I know. Now what's really dumber was, how about we add like the stadiums, like the NFL stadiums and baseball stadiums and hockey stadiums, we deliver there. Now that would be pretty cool, not gonna lie. Can't argue with me about that. Here comes the night time. I have one more question, but I'm going to look here at my little notepad after I make this corner. Yes, I do. This is actually another interesting question, actually. I'm not going to lie. This is going to be pretty cool. So, person asks, yes, I know we have mods for the 589 and the W990 for both Peterbilt and Kenworth. But if SCS could pick one to do, in your opinion, which one would you want them to do and why? So, that's actually a good question, because I'm going to be completely honest. It's the W990. Like, yes, I love Peterbilt. I love the 389. I love the 379. Don't get me wrong. But I love the looks of that W990. And I said this before. I'll say it again. I would love to drive one of them in real life. Like, I don't know what, I have to find a company around here, obviously, but the way it looks, like, when they first came out, I didn't see any of them around here, W990s. Now, here, within the past 2 years, oh man. Especially that one company around here, I can't think of them right now at the moment, but good job. I'm talking to the truck, sorry. But yeah, I would actually love for them to do the W990. Don't get me wrong, I think they would do a stellar job with the 589. I just feel like with the Kenworth pack they already have out, I feel like that W990 could be awesome. Like with all the customization, with all the different stuff you can do to it, like you do with the W900. Oh yeah. I do want to make this known. That is the last question. I do want to make this known. Plan on stopping just outside of Holbrook, Arizona. We shouldn't have that far to go. We're just on the outskirts of Phoenix where our headquarters is. So, I haven't hit the pause menu. I know. I do apologize, but I just want to get rolling and get moving because I don't want this video to be super, super long and I want you guys to enjoy it. And actually, I did get this. Thank you guys for telling me about doing back-to-back videos like that. I do plan on doing that sometimes. Part 1, Part 2, back-to-back days. Do bear with me on that. Like this one, for example, is gonna be on a Friday. Monday will probably be Part 2. So be on the lookout for that on Monday. But yeah. I think it's like the first time we've actually gone through Phoenix in a while. Not gonna lie. Ooh, that was... it gets a little nerve-wracking with the AI. Alright, I'm gonna hit the pause menu right here, because we just came through there. Show off the beautiful Peterbilt 379. I know you guys love this part. Like I said, a Sandvik TH540 from San Diego, California at BHP to Dalhart, Texas. Tyson Foods, $62.25 a mile. Not bad, not bad. Trip distance in total is 1,097 miles. Trip time in total is 19 hours and 14 minutes. Quickly show you guys the map. So here's where we picked up. That's also where we delivered to, I believe. And that's where we're delivering. So this is the planned stop right here. So, I mean, we should be able to make it here, hopefully here soon. I wasn't going to push my luck and go further, like especially with the way station here and with this truck stop being right here. I wasn't going to push my luck and go that far, so I figured Holbrook could be a good halfway point. I mean, I can't see the time, but it says 12 hours, and that says 734 miles, so, you know. So. Alright, so I saved this last bit to talk about because why not? So, breaking news came into the sprint car world during this week. So, big shoes to fill at Tony Stewart Racing. Especially with his sprint car. So, Donnie Schatz and Tony Stewart parted ways after 18 years earlier this year. Kerry Matson has taken over the 15 car since then, and Kerry has done, in my opinion, a good job for Tony Stewart and his team. So it was announced that there was going to be a new driver coming in 2026. Well, also a new series for that car, as Rico Abreu and his crew chief Ricky Warner are coming over to Tony Stewart Racing to race the 24 car under Tony Stewart Racing. So, if you guys don't get the gist of that, they're turning the 15 car into the 24 car for Rico Abreu. Rico Abreu is bringing on Ricky Warner, who's his crew chief at Rico Abreu Racing, back to Tony Stewart Racing, where Ricky Warner had a phenomenal career as a crew chief for Donnie Schatz. So, and they're changing the car number from 15 to 24. They're also switching series And instead of going World of Outlaw Racing, Rico is taking that car and that team High Limit Racing next year. So, me personally, I think that's big news. That's pretty good in my mind for Rico Abreu. I love Rico, met him a handful of times. Great person to talk to. Great guy to follow on Facebook, Instagram. I believe he's on TikTok. I don't know. But, so. These sales reports are killing us. But, anyway, I can't wait to see that combination. I can't wait to see Ricky Warner back under the Tony Stewart Racing name. And we'll see what happens. Now, I don't know if everything is going to be moved. So, and what I mean by that is, like, I don't know if Rico's taking everything from his shop to Tony Stewart's shop, or I don't know how that's all working out. I didn't see all the details, but I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty cool for them to talk about it, especially. So, especially on Dale Jr.'s Mo Media, that was pretty cool. They were sitting down, and all of a sudden you just look over on Rico's arm or his t-shirt and it says Tony Stewart Racing. I'm like, yep, there it is. I thought that was pretty cool. They broke the news on Dale Jr.'s podcast. And what's even cooler is, I don't know if it was the same day or Thursday, but Tony Stewart went on Kevin Harvick's podcast and talked to Kevin Harvick for a little bit, and Tony Stewart announced that he's going Top Fuel Racing under Elite Motorsports, because TSR and Elite Motorsports, I believe, have worked out an agreement to work together. I believe, because I think, if I remember correctly, I think Elite Motorsports bought out someone's Top Fuel car campaign or something. So, and if you don't know who Elite Motorsports are, they are the team with Erica Andrew Stevens, and I think there's another car. I don't really follow too much NHRA. I really don't follow too much NHRA anymore. I do watch it from time to time. Was a big Tony Schumacher fan, especially with under the U.S. Army colors. Loved that Top Fuel car. Loved it. I'm also loving Jack. I do love Jack Beckman over at John Force Racing. I do like the colors on him. He's doing a good job for Mr. Force. So. Yeah, should be in this lane, but Seven Low should get me up around this corner. Not gonna lie, we are actually keeping pace with this Conestoga next to us. Sometimes he's not very light either. Here, that Audi or Mercedes behind him has got to be pissed. Like the big traffic jam that we have behind us. But hey, this goes to show you, everyone, that this motor right here can do these heavy hauls. I don't know how many times I have to convince everyone that, hey, this is a good motor. I know. I should stop. Oop, wrong button. why we're in. But like I said, we have the rest of this year remaining with High Limit and World of Outlaws. High Limit can go to anybody right now. I'm not gonna lie. High Limit can go just about to anybody right now. So, not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like that's a serious to keep an eye on, because it looks like the World of Outlaws, it looks like it's gonna be gravel again, but I could be wrong. Something could happen to gravel. Not saying I want anything to happen to gravel, but like something could happen. Like you could have like a whole bunch of DNFs, or you know. All right, I am gonna jump on the map real quick. Oh yeah, it shouldn't take us too long. At the rate we're going, not gonna lie to you guys, we're probably gonna make this delivery Wednesday, no, probably early Thursday morning. So. There we go. Get back in that lane. Oh man. I do apologize for the long video, but like I said in previous videos before, you know, the length of them, I try to keep it under 45 minutes. Maximum is 45 minutes. So. I know you guys are scrolling, you guys are seeing that 53 minute or something 50-minute video. And I'm like, listen, I made a mistake. Leave me alone. It's funny because my one buddy gives me grief about that. He goes, "You told them that?" Yes, I know. Get off my back. Slow down a little bit. I must say though, the craziest thing about pulling this oversized though is like, yes, we are sticking out, but like, you don't really know you're sticking out until it's like the last minute, because if you look, it's not that far off the trailer. It's just the tires. So. That's about right. Yeah, I kind of predicted that. So you guys will get like a 500-mile journey, or actually, yeah, it probably will be 500 miles. Decent size silent trip. I know you guys love the silent trips, so sit back and enjoy. Oh! I forget where we enter. Oh, we were supposed to enter that one. Okay, well, we're gonna break the law and break the rules. I sneak on by here without going in between the pumps. Good deal. Good deal. I was trying to get to these parking spots. I saw this spot back here. So instead of like messing around trying to back up and stuff, we can just park right here behind the building itself. Alright guys and girls, that is the end of the video. Just to prove I'm parking here, there you guys go. Alright, so either it'll be Monday or Tuesday next week. Look for part 2. Thank you for all the love on here on YouTube. Links in the description below for both truck and trailer. And yeah. But once again, thank you for all the love on here on YouTube. I love all you guys. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And please like, comment, subscribe. And before I keep rambling on, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you all have a wonderful Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.